Hello. Today, my team and I are gonna be presenting on the information security management standards, compliance, governance, and risk management. My team involves Davinder, Vishal, Paresh, and myself, Ravideep, and we are beginning it now. The purpose of the article includes exploration. The article examines the evolution of information security management from a narrow focus on IT security to a broader, more comprehensive approach that includes people, processes, and technology. Standards evolution traces the development of early security management standards like BS 7799, which have evolved into the globally recognized ISO IEC standards used by organizations worldwide. It also focuses on insider threats, special emphasis on insider threats, how they manifest, their impacts on organizations, and the role of international standards in mitigating these risks. The purpose of the study is to examine the role of information security management standards in enhancing organizational compliance, governance, and risk management. The key objectives are analyzing the effectiveness of the ISO IEC 27001 in managing information security risks, investigating the relationship between compliance with security standards and overall organizational governance. And the last one is assessing the role of risk management frameworks in mitigating information security threats. The contextual background is to focus on the global adoption of ISO IEC 27001 standards and the rising importance of information security in the digital age of today. The key concepts are number one, compliance, that is, adherence to legal, regulatory, and organizational requirements. Second one is governance, the structures and processes for decision making and accountability in information security. Last one is the risk management, identifying, evaluating, and mitigating information security risks. And now I will pass on to my colleague Davinder, who will explain the research methodology and the slides after. Hello, Davinder, you can continue.
Hello everyone, my name is Devinder Singh. Today I gonna discuss research methodology, approach, qualitative analysis of industry practices and standards. The second one is case studies of organizations that have implemented IOSO IEC 27001. The third is data collection. First part of data collection is review of existing literature on information security management. Second is interviews with information security professionals. The third one is analytical framework. Comparative analysis of compliance, governance, and risk management before and after ISO IEC 27001 implementation. The next part is findings. Key insight in findings: the ISO IEC 27001 significantly improves the alignment of information security practices with organizational goals. The second one is enhanced governance structures lead to more effective decision making in information security. Organizations with the robust risk management frameworks experience fewer security incidents. Statistics: a majority of organizations reported a decrease in security breaches post implementations of ISO IC 27001. Next part is discussion. Interpretations of finding. The study highlights the critical role of compliance with ISO IEC 27001 in safeguarding information assets. Improve the governance not only enhance security but also builds stakeholder trust. Effective risk management is a cornerstone of our resilient information security strategy. Implications for practice. Organizations should prioritize the integration of ISO IC 27001 into their broader governance and risk management strategies. Information security management. Defining information security management. Broad scope. Information security goes beyond IT, encompassing all aspects of safeguarding an organization's information assets, people, process, and technology. Historical shift. Initially, IT security was the main focus with security measures largely implemented by technical experts with the IT department. However, the approach began to change in the 90s with the introduction of BS 7799, a standard that emphasized security management across the entire organization. Key development BS 7799. The foundation for today's international standards BS 7799 highlighted the importance of protecting not just IT system but also the information handled by people and processes with the organization. Security management system. There are four cycle these cycle steps. The first step is ACT improve and update the ISMS. Second one is plain design and establish the ISMS. Do implement and deploy the ISMS. The last step is check, monitor, and review the ISMS. The next part will be discussed by my friend Vishal Salaria. Hello, Vishal.
Hello everyone, my name is Vishal Slaria and today I will discuss the insider threat and vulnerabilities. It is a combination of the IT sportage, information theft and fraud. Insider threat. Understanding insider threats definition. Insider threats are risk posed by employees, contractors or anyone with access to any organization, international systems who might exploit vulnerabilities for personal gain to cause harm or due to negligence. Types of insider threats. These can range from deliberate actions such as a fraud, theft, or sabotage to unintentional mistakes that lead to security breaches. Statistics survey in the US, UK, and other regions indicate that insider threats account for approximately 35% of all security indicates, and this number is increasing annually. Insider vulnerabilities. Due nature of insider risk. Insider vulnerabilities, these are weaknesses within the organizations that can be exploited by insider, whether intentionally or accidentally. Common vulnerabilities include human error, lack of training, careless handling of sensitive information, and susceptibilities to social engineering attacks. Impact. These vulnerabilities can compromise the integrity of an organization's information assets, leading to significant security breaches. For example, human errors and employees' mistakes send the sensitive data to an unauthorized recipient due to lack of awareness. Social engineering is staff members knowing reveals confidential information to a social engineer posing a legitimate colleagues or IT support. Next part is governance and risk management. Leadership in information security in responsibilities. The board of directors are ultimately responsible for protecting the organization assets, including information security. Corporate governance involves setting up a governance structure that ensures risks are identified, assessed, and managed effectively with a robust system of internal controls in place. Legal obligations. Directors must comply with the legal requirements related to information security, and failure to do so can result in significant penalties. Due diligence. Continuous monitoring. Regular assessments and reviews of the organization risk management process are crucial to ensure the effectiveness of security controls. Risk management process. Identify and assess business and information security risk, implement necessary controls, and monitor their effectiveness. Next part is organization security framework, comprehensive security responsibilities. Tap down approach. Information security should be a priority at all levels of organization, starting from board or directors down to everyone, individual employees. Policy implementations. The board sets the overall policy, senior management enforces it, and all business units must incorporate information security into their daily operations. Common issues security indicates often occur due to flaws, gaps, or vulnerabilities in the management framework or in the execution of security policies. Proven solutions, best practice. Organizations have long been implementing best practice in information security management, most of which is now codified in international standards like ISO IEC 27001 and ISO IEC 27002. Here is next part discuss my friend Presh.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paresh Mithai. Now we are going to discuss regarding for the ISO IEC 27001 standards. Then comes the introduction for it. The ISMS standard provides a framework for establishing, implementing, maintaining, and continually improving an information security system. Global adoption. The standard is used worldwide across various sectors, commercial and governmental, by organizations of all sizes. Then comes flexibility. Flexibility is designed to be adaptable, allowing any type of organization to implement it effectively, making it the common language for information security management. Then comes Plan, Do, Check, Act, also known as PDCA model. This continuous improvement cycle is central to ISO IEC 27001, ensuring that security management systems are regularly reviewed and updated to new addresses and new risks. Then comes risk management process. The key components of risk management process are like identify assets threats, vulnerabilities, and calculate the risk exposure based on likelihood and potential impact of the threats. Like risk treatment options, number one, acceptance. Acknowledge and accept the risk. Second number, avoidance. Modify or avoid activities that create risk. Then comes transfer. Shift the risk to a third party, example, insurance. Reduction implements controls to mitigate the risk, and the ongoing review for it. The regular monitoring, continuously monitoring is essential to account for changes that could alter the organization's risk profile. The goal is to minimize residual risk, ensuring that investments in security yield maximum returns. Then comes, then we can see the diagram, which like we can explain it in very easy language, which says risk management process. There are four process. First one is accessing the risk, then comes treat the risk, and then select and implementing controls. And the last one is monitor, reassess, and review risks. Now we can see the issues and concepts of it. First, challenges that are identified. The complexity of implementing ISO IEC 27001 in diverse organizational contexts. First is balancing security with operational efficiency. Then comes ensuring continuous compliance in a dynamic regulatory environment. The key concepts are compliance fatigue, the risk of organizations becoming overwhelmed by compliance requirements, integrated governance, the necessity of embedding information security into overall corporate governance, proactive risk management, the importance of anticipating and addressing new risks before they materialize. Then the last comes the conclusion. We can see the summary. The adoption of ISO IEC 27001 leads to significant improvements in compliance, governance, and risk management. The recommendations for it are to regular keep updates to information security policies to align with evolving threats, and continuous monitoring and reviewing of information security management system with encourage industry-wide adoption of standardized security practices. And we can say for the final thought is as cyber threats evolve, so must the frameworks that govern information security. Thank you so much. This was it from our team. Thank you so much for your time.